Patarita.
La patarita
De la suerte.
La patarita de la suerte.
There you go.
Okay. All right, ready. You ready?
Yes. Bienvenido a la patarita de la suerte. Soy Matt Damon.
This is Casey. I'm Matt Damon. And welcome. We're going to talk about the Instigators.
All right.
All right. Question number one.
Shoot.
Casey,
Yeah.
confess.
Okay.
What was the funniest scene to shoot and why?
I confess, the funniest scene to shoot was when you were driving the getaway car, and I was in the back seat, and Hong Chow was in the front seat, and we were all arguing, and there's some fun music playing. Matt, admit the facts. When and why did you decide to bring Jack Harlow to this movie? Yeah.
Well, Jack, actually, I can't take credit for Jack Harlow. I think you met Jack and suggested him to our director. And he was amazing. He's an unbelievably talented guy. Obviously, everybody knows him for his music, but he's a really, really wonderful actor. You know, I think it comes to him really naturally. He's just a really good performer, and I think he's going to do some great movies. All right, Casey, be honest. Would you hire me for a robbery in real life?
You want me to be honest?
Yes, so it says be honest.
You'll be honest? Matt, I think that if I had to commit a robbery, if I had something terrible was going to happen to my family if I didn't do it, if you were available and willing, I would hire you. But I wouldn't want to force you to do it. I would include you if you were available and willing, because I think you'd be really good. You're smart. You're very smart. You'd figure out a good way to pull it off, and likely.
This is the most incredible set, by the way, that they built for our interview. But we should. There's a lot of money in there.
I feel like we're in the set of Get Shorty or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great.
Fantastic. All right, hit me.
Okay, Matt, please reveal your funniest and memorable behind-the-scenes moment while shooting Instigators.
Wow. Well, there were a lot. I mean, it was great going back to Boston. We were on set one day when a guy I played Little League with honked the horn and said hello. So there were a lot of moments like that, just being back in Boston. But I think every day was pretty fun, primarily because we improvised a lot, and so we never knew quite what was going to happen. We had a good script. Thank you. You wrote it. But we also were free to kind of embellish it wherever we wanted to. So. All right, Casey, which of our characters in the film do you think needs more therapy? Rory, my character, or Kabi, your character?
I think your character needs more therapy.
I agree. And in real life, too.
Matt, what was the most challenging action scene to shoot in The Instigators for you?
Well, I could make up a story, but the reality is we had some of the best stunt guys in the world doing that stuff for us. So we are not actors who do our own stunts. I mean, we do them if we need to, if it's right for the movie. But by and large, I would say, at the risk of speaking for you, that we like to leave that to the professionals. Oh, Casey, tell the truth and the only truth. Would you work with me again after The Instigators?
Absolutely. That's the truth,
Thank
Matt.
you.
That's the only truth. There's only one truthful answer to that question. That's yes. Okay, Matt, confess and be truthful. If you had to escape to a city for a long period of time, like our characters, where would you go? Montreal doesn't count.
Wow, if I had to escape to a city. I'll tell you what, I just went to Copenhagen for the first time, and that was one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. But, you know, I lived here in Miami for many years. I loved it here. I could definitely escape back here. I could escape home to Boston, or I could see, you know, where I live today is New York City, so I would love to escape there too. All right, my last question, Casey. Disclose truthfully and leave nothing out. How was working with your brother, Ben Affleck, as a producer on this movie? Did you appreciate the fact that he didn't come to set while we were working?
I really, you know what? He was one of the best producers I've ever worked with. He got the job done, and he never showed up to bother us. Because he didn't have to. If he had to show up and he had to get something done, I'm sure he would have if there's something to do.
He minded the store from a distance, and he did a very good job.
That's one way of putting it. Okay, last question, Matt. Bradley Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio are both American actors, have said that they both get mistaken for you. Who do you find yourself being confused with?
There are a number of actors I get confused with. Usually it's Mark Wahlberg. And Mark and I, it happens so much that I talked to Mark about it, and we made a deal that we have to be very nice to whoever. So we go along with it. So if somebody tells them they love The Bourne Identity, or somebody tells me they love me in Ted, you know, or The Fighter, I just go, thanks. I'm really proud of that performance. Please go see The Instigators. You can see it in theaters August 2nd or on Apple TV Plus on August 9th. Thank you so much for watching.